I transferred to NC State, a very talented, underrated, overlooked team. Quarterback Devin Leary is miles better than Mick Trash over there I had at Michigan. Ever since I got here to NC State, I put in a lot of work so I can dominate my sophomore season. I'm coming in as receiver number 2 on the depth chart, but I'm more than positive. After these first couple of games, I will take over that number 1 spot. There's already headlines in the city papers and all over social media that this is my team. This is off topic, but I'm not sure what helmet I want to rock this season. The Air XP is cool, the speed is nice, and then the Ion is just too tough. My goals for my sophomore season are simple: crack 1,500 yards, 10 plus touchdowns, win the Bolitnikoff, win the national championship, and become a Heisman Trophy winner as a sophomore. We got LA Tech at the crib, and we opened up this game with a nice 13-yard reception. 1st and 10, I tried making a move after the catch to get in some open space, but I get tackled for 9 yards. 3rd and 4, my quarterback Jake Leary hits me wide open, but I dropped this ball after contact. I gotta hold on to this. 2nd and 10, I run my favorite route, bro. I put a move on this DB. I got so excited, I spent right back out of bounds, bro. This could have went for 6. 1st and 10, this DB couldn't even get a jam at the line. That's a big mistake on his part, but I make this catch for 13 yards. 2nd and goal, my boy Jake should have threw this ball a little bit earlier, but I do make this catch for a quick 3 yards. 1st and 10, I destroy this DB at the line. My boy Jake does a great job putting this ball between the corner and the safety, and we take off for 25 yards. 1st and 10, this route was dead from the jump, so we had to improvise a little bit, and we pick up 8 yards. 1st and 10, Jake Leary tried to fit this ball into a tight window, and he throws his first pick of the game. We start the season off right with a dub at home against LA Tech. 8 catches for 90 yards, not a bad first game here with my new team. If this game isn't a blowout, it's going to be a problem. We got FCS East at home. We open up with a nice 13-yard catch. 1st and 10, after I made this catch, I thought I was going to take this into the crib with all this space, but I get tackled. I win at the line against this DB. I get a step inside, and my boy Jake Leary hits me for a big play. 3rd down situation, I do a great job looking off this DB halfway through my route. My boy Jake Leary hits me wide open for a 27-yard reception. Making our way up the field, 1st and 10, I go in motion, and Jake hits me for a nice 10-yard gain. 2nd and 4, it's a lot of traffic at the top of this route, so I shorten it up a bit, and I pick up 17 yards. Now with a 17-point lead going into the second half, I make this DB look silly with this move after the catch. Trying to make our way into the end zone before the half, and I get tackled just 5 yards away from the goal line. And on the very next play, Jake Leary hits my boy Jordan Houston for a 5-yard touchdown. 2nd and 11, I destroy this DB at the line. Then I make a 180 toe tapping catch. 1st and 10, I do a great job. I route up this DB, I make this catch, and we pick up 19 yards. 1st and 10, I do a tremendous job selling this route on the inside. I break it off, and I make a nice catch for a big play. 3rd and goal, trying to punch another one in. I don't win here at the line against this DB, but it don't matter because we in the end zone, baby. Let's go. Man, I went crazy today. 12 for a $181, a touchdown, no drops. I'm loving my new team. After that breakout game at home and a great practice, I take over the number 1 receiving spot. The first quarter of this game has been uneventful to say the least, and to make matters worse, Devin Leary throws a pick. We trying to close up this lead. We're down 2 scores, and to make things even worse than what they already are, we fumble and give Clemson great field position. But they not gonna stop your boy JD from making plays. I make a nice grab across the middle for 8 yards. But when it rains, it pours. Quarterback Devin Leary fumbles, and Clemson scoops it and walks in for another touchdown to further this lead. 1st and 10, I hit this DB with a little and Devin Leary puts this ball exactly where it needs to be. 3rd and 19, we desperately need this 1st down. I do everything I can to try to get there, but I get tackled just short. We're down 27 points here in the 3rd quarter. I go up top to make a nice grab, but I get rocked after the catch. We're getting beat bad. This game is pretty much over, but I want to continue to make big plays, and I pick up 11 yards. And in blowout fashion, Clemson hands us our first L of the season. I follow up my Monsters game from last week with 7 catches for 119 yards this week. Another home game, but this week against Central Michigan, and we get tackled just short of the end zone. 1st and 10, this DB was in his back pedal just a little too long. If Devin leads me a little bit more, this was easily going for 6. Now with a 10-point lead, we trying to secure this 4th and 11, and that's exactly what I do, picking up 13 yards. 1st and 10, I was kind of open here. My teammate came across, so I had to improvise a little bit, and I pick up the 1st down. I went here at the line against this DB. I get a step inside, and Devin puts this ball into a very tight window. That's a great throw. 1st and 10, there's no high safety. We all know what this is. I went here at the line, and I do a pointless but beautiful Cinderella spin in the end zone for a tub. I turn this short route into a complete highlight play. I make this catch. I make 2 guys miss. Come pick y'all players up. Trying to punch another one in here on 1st and 10. This ball could have easily been picked, but my hands in that ball has a different type of love connection. Now with a 21-point lead here in the 3rd, if you ask me, this DB was trying to make his way home. He got lost on this route. The dominance continues here on 1st and 10. My boy Devin Leary hits me across the middle for a nice 20-yard play. We bounced back from our terrible loss last week with a great team win this week. I received player of the game honors with 12 receptions, 166 yards, and 2 of them things. Let's go. I sat out the majority of the first half due to cramping, but when I checked back into the game, I put my stamp on it immediately. You know my big dog hyped me up after that one. Let's ball, baby. Beautiful 20-point lead here in the third. Devin Leary hits me across the middle for a 9-yard pickup. Second and 1, our offensive line did an amazing job protecting Devin, and we pick up 22 yards on this play. Third and 10, we're trying to pick up this first down. I get tackled 3 yards short, and now we're forced to punt. This is easily the best play of my career so far. I tear every tendon in this DB's kneecaps, and I take off for a 72-yard touchdown. I'm talking about talk to this Wake Forest defense. They can't touch me. I'm going to continue to dominate this Wake Forest defense. I destroy this DB at the line. I make a great catch for a tub in the back of the end zone. We celebrate in the middle of the field. This game was nothing short of pure dominance today. And my boy Devin is feeling it. I've never seen him hype like this. I played out of my mind today. 7 catches for 139 and 2 tubs. Man, we balling. We opened up this game the worst way possible. I don't know what possessed Devin to throw this ball in the covers like this. Third and a very long 15. We're trying to pick up this first down, but I only make this catch for 11 yards. Third and 12. Devin looks right at me, turns the other way, gets hit, fumbles the ball, and I have to make the touchdown saving tackle on this linebacker. First and 10. I do a great job bending this route inside. I go up top, make a nice catch for 37 yards. Second and 2. Devin Leary actually makes a good play this time, and he walks in for a 3-yard touchdown, and we're finally on the board. First and 10, this DB got a pretty good jam on me at the line, but Devin hits me wide open for a big play. Second and 5, we need to secure this first down. I get a slight step on this DB, and Devin hits me across the middle. This game is pretty much over, but we definitely want to get in the end zone to close up this lead a bit, and we fail here on 4th down. Not gonna lie, Syracuse did a great job Xing me out of this game, and I only went for 4 catches and 78 yards. My quarterback Devin Leary easily had his worst game of the season as well. 25 of 42 with 2 picks. That's horrible. Me and Devin Leary, we have to get on the same page. We're halfway through the season, and I don't even have 1,000 yards yet. We're still ranked within the top 20 teams in the nation, but a national championship is clearly out of the question. Trying to bounce back from that ugly loss against Syracuse, all we can do is get some rest over the bye week, lock in for our next game, and try to win out the rest of the season. Both of the L's we've taken this season so far come from 2 of the best teams we have on our entire schedule for the season. Looking at the rest of our schedule, we don't have any more ranked teams to play this season, but ECU could creep up in that top 25, so we can't sleep on them. Throughout the first half of the season, I've gained a decent amount of coach trust. I'm just ready to unlock some of these abilities to have more control over the offense. Taking a look at the ACC as a whole, we're not even ranked within the top 10 teams. If Miami and Syracuse continues to dominate their division in this conference as a whole, there's no chance we'll even sniff a conference championship game. And right now as we speak, the top 5 running backs in the country all have a hand on that Heisman Trophy. After the bye week, I dropped to 4th in the nation in receiving yards with 773, but I'm looking to have a big game next week and reclaim my #1 spot. But that won't be an easy task. We're going head to head with a great FSU team this week. We're much better on paper, but me and the guys know we cannot sleep on this team. We got to bring our A game and come out ready to dominate.